Hello, hi, welcome to week 2 of round 3 of coffee and card. And it's a little bit nicer weather this week, isn't it? Well, it's supposed to be. Let me see who's on. Hi Jill, I've got my laptop sorted so I can see the comments. And Julie was on ready, raring to go. Did get freaked out, Julie, slightly, because your username's Julie from Pudsey. And I'm like, oh, I used to be a Julie from Pudsey. So, hi, welcome. We're going to make, it's not as probably long, the card this week, because next week's is a little bit more techniquey. So I'm going to show you the one for next week, and because you might be worried about what papers to cut today. Craig's just it's off out on bike soon. He's been playing piano. Technique, yeah, it is a word. You'll be Jules from Pudsey. Yeah, so by the way, he's just been working on his playlist for Thursday evening's Papercraft and Piano. Hi Angela, hi Carol, which is movie music this week, and some crackers, some absolute crackers in there. So you haven't managed to do last week's yet. Well, that's all right. You can do them out of order. So there's some cracking tunes for you don't realise how many amazing songs. For me, a movie is as much about the music underneath and stuff like that. So I'm really looking forward to Thursday. Might not do any crafts, might just listen to music. So we're going to get cracking. So let me switch my camera around. Oh, my mum always likes to, she says she always likes to have a little sneaky look at the garden. Oops, hang on. No, but I don't really want her to today because the grass needs cutting. Hi, Kate. Craig's been practicing that song that you like. So, oh, I'll just turn my volume up because I didn't have that on. My mum told me I was too loud last week. So then Evan said to her, well, do you know how to turn the volume down on your computer, Grandma? And we don't think she did. So, hi, Kay. How many have we got on? We've got, 18, everyone. So let me just see how that's looking on my laptop. Oh, it's a bit wonky, isn't it, today? Let's just, I don't like it when it's like that. It bugs me. Right, I think, there we go, that's a bit better. All right, so we are working on week 2. So if you've got logged on, please do say hi. Let me see who's on. Hi, Lorraine. Oh, you have got a photo, but I can't see it. But yeah. Hi, Lorraine. Oh, I'm so pleased that you that you logged on. Angela and Lorraine, you can say hi to each other. You'd normally be sat in class together, and I'm making this worse. I need to straighten that better. Yeah, move it down here a bit. I've been messing about with my desk and moving things around, so I'm a little bit out of sync. So here we go. Right, so we're working on this card today, which I did show you last week. If you get your pack out, we're tying a dreaded bow. Oops, I've got 2 there. Tying a dreaded bow this week. But it's not, oh man, I've not put myself a sheet of card in. So I'm going to have to cut one. Well, I hope I've not done that for you. I think I must have run out on mine and thought, oh, I'll cut one at a later date, and then I haven't. So, never mind. I'll cut one. So, we are going to use, papers wise, we're actually going to use that one that we used last week. You don't need this one again, so you might need to use the other sheet. And then I'm also using, but it's up to you, so I'm going to use that one for the front. It needs to be quite a plain pattern. And then I am going to use, let me find it, this one. And it's that on the back. Now, I'm not a massive fan of this one. I think that's my least favourite. I mean, I love these papers. It's a bit Jurassic Park, that one. So we're going to, but I love that side. So I just want to talk to you about, because you might be conscious of what papers you might need for the rest of the session. Well, next week's we're doing this one, which I know you've all seen, and it's just a lot of scraps. So you're going to be fine just with bits of scraps for next week's. But I'm going to ask you to save if you can, a sheet of this. It's got stripes on the back, because the week after we're going to be doing, week 4 is this one, and you do need a nice size piece, and I think this one looks beautiful on that one. So, and then week 5 there's no papers. Did that on purpose, so that you didn't run out, and I know that a lot of you love these papers. So I'm just going to cut myself a little piece of Whisper White. Let me just measure, I think it's in inches. 2 and a 16 by 3. Right, okay, let me just go in the scraps box. Oof, handy, found a piece of white straight away. So you're not having to do anything here, because I've done it for you. You've got the stuff, I've not. Julie's been naughty and didn't do them for herself. Hopefully that's right. Right, I'm going to actually, today, I'll probably do it at the end, go through a couple of the products that you might want to know about, because I use these, I think I'm quite high up today. I use these, you can see my tummy, I use these dies a lot. So, yeah, let me just get that straight. Oh man, there. I use these dies a lot. Okay, I'm all skewy today. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut our papers. Let's look for comments, because I've not seen what you... Oh, if anybody's said... Oh, let me catch up. Morning, everybody. Oh, you're all so short of a white. Oh, flipping heck. Right, Emma. 2 and 1/16. So it's... So sorry about that. It's just the on an inch. It's the next one. Yeah. And then it's 3 and 3/16, so just the one before the quarter. Sorry about that. Well, I mean, I did have 31 packs to do, and I knew at some point I'm going to make a boo-boo. So I am going to cut, we are going to cut this piece, and it's in centimetres. Yeah, and we're going to cut 7 across. And I want the stripes going horizontally. Well, I hope I've not missed out paper for everybody's. I'll write it on in the comments in a minute. And then we've done 7, and then we're going to do 14.8 centimetres. Now remember, I always do the width first, because then you've got a full length left to put on another card, and you've not cut it short, okay? And then inside, we're going to come across. Well, this is up to you really, but I've done it 4.5, because when it's closed, I don't want to see any white. Okay, so I've got a bit of an overlap, so I've done it 4.5. So I'm going to cut this piece 4.5 centimetres by 14.8. So what I'm going to do now, you're probably going to see my grey roots, because my hair is desperate to be done again. But I'm going to just type in the sizes of the paper. There we go. So I've typed in the paper and white card. 2 and 1. The reason why I've measured the white in inches is because these dies are in inches. They're not centimetres, so I found that easier. Okay, so what we're going to do now, and I've not even got my glue out, got everything else ready, is we're going to glue on the front piece. So there's not a lot of stuff to do today on this one, but But again, it's nice for showing off your papers. It's probably easier to open up the card. And stick that on there. And just check it's not sticking out from the back. It should just be the right width, because I cut this down for you at 7. And then I'm going to glue this on the back. Have you got your cuppers? I've got my coffee. I need to have a slurp of that. Craig's just off out on the bike in a minute. Okay, I'm on low battery on my laptop, so I might have to sort that shortly. Okay, so we have that. Yep, so we've got that. So that's our nice card. Let's just have a little drinky poos. Now, apparently, I should ask you, and I'm not doing this because I didn't realise, if you can give this video a thumbs up, which is like you basically liking the video, you click on the thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything or anything. Apparently, it really helps my videos, so that would be absolutely lovely of you. Right, what we're going to do now is I'm going to use this stamp today. It's the largest probably from the set, and it's a very vertical one, and well, they're all vertical, I suppose, but do you know what I mean? It's a very standy up straight kind of one, and we're going to stamp that, but we're going to stamp off first. So I'm actually going to stamp on some scrap because this is a new grid and I'm trying to save my mice grids. So what I'm going to do is stamp, because the shaded spruce is very, very dark. So I'm going to stamp off onto some scrap, and then I'm going to stamp with it to the right, up to the edge, and it should just be perfect size. And then you get that lovely, you see I didn't stamp off brilliantly on that, but I like how that little leaf's darker. It looks cool. Okay, so we've got our nice vertical image there, and then I'm going to fill it in with this one. I love this one. And again, I'm going to stamp that off onto some scrap like that, and I'm just going to overlap it a bit there like that. And if you want to, let me do it on the scrap, you can do it again and not re-ink, so you've got a little bit. So I've just like bunched it out a little bit there, filled it out, not bunched it out, filled it out. So it's dead easy stamping, just creating a bit of foliage. And the idea was that I put the ribbon round here to look like it was holding the bunch of ferns together. Does that make sense? It's like a bunch of ferns. Let me just check comments. Yes, oh, thank you. Please give Julie a thumbs up. It does help the analytics of my channel and will make my channel more visible. Oh, 4 have given me thumbs up, so thank you. Thank you, Kay. I'm still getting used to all this YouTuber stuff. So what we're going to do now is we do need to tie this bow around before we stick it down to our Just Jade piece. So I'm turning mine upside down because I find that it works better. And I know a lot of you are groaning at this point because bows are difficult. They are. Did we do a bow? No, we didn't have one last week. Stop talking when I'm doing a bow, really. No. I've got a few bits to show you today of classes and stuff. Okay, doke. So I'll just tie that there. Right, so that's the bow there. And then I'm going to trim that down. So I've given you more than you need there, just so we can trim this down. Now, Fiona, hope you notice, I've now put some ribbon on my ribbon scissors so I can tell that they're my ribbon scissors. I shouldn't have my customers telling me to do that. I should be doing it, shouldn't I? I did used to. I think my ones at the studio I've got. So yeah, I'm just going to trim that down slightly. Okie doke. So I'm not going to stick that just yet because I want to stamp my greeting. Now I'm doing the hello. It's because it just covers all, you know, if you've not, you know, I just think it's a great little stamp for these times because we're not seeing people. And I'm just doing a practice. And the reason why I've used this one is it just fits nicely at the top here. So I just need to look over what I'm doing. Just fits nicely, and I didn't stamp that off because I wanted it the full intensity. Yeah. So that is then going to glue onto there. Now if you want, and I think I might try this, you can layer that up with a foam pad. So let's get some foam pads if you want to. I didn't on the image because if you were sending this in the post, it'd have to go as large letter anyway because of the ribbon. So we may as well get it all on there. We're paying anyway, so let's bump it up. Okay, I told you this was a quick one. It's not even 10 to, we've nearly done our card. So then that just should sit nicely in there and you should get the stitching. Oh, I do like that raised up better. So isn't that funny? Okay. So, right, this is a really top tip. Whenever you're doing anything that's not, that's having something sort of hanging over the edge, you need to be aware that you don't want to put glue on the full piece. Yeah, because if you glue the full piece, there's then going to be glue hanging over the edge. Now, it's up to you. You can have it stuck out further, but I wanted it so that it was sort of just an inch to the side there. So if you sort of eyeball it, you don't want glue on this last centimetre. So I'm going to turn it over and then just pop some glue here. Don't go too near the edge because the glue does sort of spread out. And then I'm going to stick that on there like that. Yeah, this is a really easy one for you today. And I'll talk you through, and what you can do is you can line up your scallops top to bottom and make sure you've got those the same. So what I did was I cut a normal size card blank, which the measurement will be 10.5 by 14.8, but then I cut it down to 7, so I cut 3.5 centimetres off, which you can keep for scraps. And there we have our card, and I do prefer it raised up, isn't it funny? I do prefer the raised up one. So see which you prefer, but I like the raised up one. What we can do you remember last week we did the envelope? So I think what I'll do is I'll do the envelope with this bigger fern. I'm gonna get ink on my grid. So let's use this bigger one. Oh, look at that. And it's going to fill in this a lot quicker today than last week's because it's bigger. So we can it almost goes all the way across. Look at how beautiful the detailing is on that there. Yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with this one. I'm going to stamp off on that one. Oh, yes, I love it. And if you want to, you could leave it like that. Or you can use the speckles. We've not used the speckle. I'm going to leave it like that, I think, for that one. Okay. And leave it like that for this week. Let me just look. Any more comments? Beautiful. Oh, thank you, Kay. So that is this week's. I know that didn't take too long, did it? It's only 10 to 11. I know some of you do things at 11 though, so I'm always conscious. Next week's is a little bit more trickier. Which is the, oh, I forget that there's a name for it. It's the strippy scrappy technique or something. So you will need your paper trimmer to hand for next week, because you'll need to trim those papers. And we're going to work on that together, so don't freak out about that, because it's just once you've done one, it's great. So that's that one, that's that done. So please do send me your pictures through as usual. Couple of things, couple of housekeeping things. Coffee and card round 4. Heck, I've had to start, well, that's going to start on 21st of July. So it's 4 weeks from today. And again, it's £34 for the basic kit. And after much deliberation, because the one after that is going to be Christmas. So, yeah, in August, yeah. But after much deliberation, I am going to include the Tasteful Touches stamp set, which is this one, which lends itself to a few nice techniques that we can do. I'm fed up with me fiddling with this and getting it wonky. It lends itself to some nice techniques. It's got some nice background stamps, some good sentiments. So for the basic class, you will get this with the navy, Night of Navy ink pad. Now, if you've already got, I've had a few questions, if you've already got the Night of Navy ink pad, then you can substitute it for another colour. And if you want help or advice, then please ask me. If you want to book on, it is a lovely stamp set. This is where you can book on. I'm just writing it in. And you can then click on the events, okay? I don't know if that's come up as a link, but anyway, it's www.thepaperhaven.co.uk. You can click on events and have a brand new events booking system, which is very, very exciting. So thanks for the thumbs ups so far. Very exciting. So you can book on via my event site, and again, you can put a note on to say that you want to change the ink pad. Okay, so that's 34. You can upgrade by paying an extra £24, so to 58, and you can get these dies. Now, the dies don't particularly cut any of these images out, but they are amazing shapes for labels. So they are a set of 10 dies. So we've got these 2 lovely circles here, these gorgeous label shapes, little one here that's good for bunting, really useful for bunting. So some of them are stitched as well, which is always a good extra to have. So that is the extra that you can have. So yes, booking is open, and it will be open until around the end of this month. So yeah, around the end of the month. So just so I can get everything ordered and stuff. You're miles behind, Emma. Don't worry about that. That's fine. So do you want to see one of the cards? I have shared this. So this is one of the cards we are going to be making. And there's going to be, I'm trying to add new things, and I'll move down a bit now because we're not demoing anymore. So this one obviously uses, oh, I tell you what's included as well. Heck, I didn't mention it. You're going to get a blender pen included, and you might think, what is a blender pen? And I don't know where I've put mine. I had it out the other day to do some, well, when I made this card. It's a clear pen, and you can use our ink pads with it. So have I put it in my drawer? Anyway, it's on my image of the class, and so you're going to get the stamp set, a blender pen, and the ink pad, and then we're going to do lots of techniques. Now you can see here I've done a lot of inking. I've inked, and you're going to get things included to help you with that. I've inked around this. This is going to be quite a texture-y type session. So I've coloured these in a little bit more detail with the blender pen. As you can see, I have actually used the sentiment from the current set that you've got if you were part of this. So that's going to be one of the cards. Love that denim ribbon that goes nicely with it. And this is another one I've been playing around with. I think it probably will do it. This is a Misty Moonlight. But yeah, this is just another idea how you can do backgrounds and things. So let me know your thoughts. You love navy, yeah. Navy won. Navy came first in my Stampin' Up World Cup of Colours. So I should really be using navy. I do love wearing navy. So yeah, so that is the next coffee and card, and it will run from 21st of July, I think it's to the 16th of August. It's something like that. And again, if you miss it, you know, you can catch up. I also have some other events listed on my event page. Oh, one thing I need to say about the coffee and card. On the events, it says the start date's the 21st, but it says the end date's the 21st of July. It is going to be still every Tuesday. It's only saying that because if I put the end date, it would show on my calendar as if I was running an event every day. And obviously I'm not, so it will be for 5 weeks still. So if you want to book onto that, please do let me know. And then this is another class I've got on the 11th of July, which is a Saturday. But you can catch up in your own time because the videos are going to be on YouTube. But on that Saturday, we should have been in Hawaii. So based on the cocktail inspiration, I'm doing a class called Should Have Been in Hawaii. And we're going to make these cards. And there's 2 options. They both include the stamp set and some of the papers. But then the option B includes cinnamon ink pad and magenta blends. So all the details are on the website. So thank you for tuning in today. It's nearly 11. I've managed to keep talking till nearly 11 and get half an hour in there. So thank you for watching. Please do send me photos through of your cards and everything. And please stay safe. I know some of you've started going out again now. Some of you have been shielding. So you've been going out to places a little bit more. Please keep an eye on my events. I'm carrying on doing stuff online. I just don't feel that I can keep people safe at this point in time in my studio, and I don't want really the responsibility of that at this moment in time. So I'm happy sharing online with you and doing the classes, and I hope to see you on Thursday night on here for Paper Crafts and Piano. The theme is movie music, so if you do have a request, we have got an extensive playlist already, but feel free to drop a request through. The event is already on YouTube channel, so it's already there, so you can set yourself a reminder. And if I don't see you Thursday, I will see you on next Tuesday. Thank you for watching and take care. Bye-bye.